Hey everyone, this is Disc Junkie, and today I'm here to show you Event Horizon, and this is the limited collector's edition from Japan. Now, the so-called pod packaging, which you see pictured here on the front cover, has been released in numerous countries all over the world. It's been out in Europe, like in France, Germany, Sweden, Scandinavia, and it's just a very classic type of packaging and incredibly memorable. This release, which is the Japanese version, comes with the same identical pod packaging as all the other countries, but it also includes this exterior cardboard box, which isn't featured on any other release. Now, I picked this up basically because I thought that this exterior cardboard box would be something real special, like a big, sturdy, really high quality box, like you would expect from Japan. However, I must say that if you're gonna pick this one up, you might as well go for one of the standard pod packaging editions, because the pod is really what it's all about, and this box from Japan doesn't really live up to the Japanese reputation of giving you the best quality of all time. First of all, notice that the exterior cardboard box is quite thin. I mean, it isn't very sturdy at all, as you can tell. Plus, I mean, this is one of the strangest things, which I didn't really expect. And that is that, this, which would typically be like a cardboard paper wraparound that you see on all Japanese editions, this is just printed on here. I mean, what the fuck, man? It could have been a really beautiful box, but then they just print like this whole fucking ad thing all around it. Well, not on the back, but still, it's just, yeah, definitely a really poor packaging choice, and yeah, I don't know what to say. It's shocking, to say the least. The back cover, which is obviously exclusive to Japan if you want to head down that route. I don't know, I think the design overall, this is nice with sort of like the heads and the red background there. But still, to be honest, I think they could have just skipped it altogether and gone for some other kind of bonus, because it just doesn't justify the price they're charging on this. And then we got the interior case, which is obviously the infamous pod packaging. Like I said, this has been released all over the world, so if you like this, which you should, because it's fucking breathtaking, be sure to check out the prices in like local regions, like in your part of the world, to see if you can't find this cheaper, because the Japanese edition does have a couple of flaws, which I'm gonna get into. I mean, the overall case is great, an extremely high quality case, really hard, durable plastic, fantastic paint job, golden race writing for the logo. It's very rare for me to see a packaging design that is this unique and extreme looking. So yeah, very cool. But if you're gonna fold this up, we just flip this. So there you go. And this actually has, it's like a two-part hinge mechanism. So, you fold it once, you get to that point, and then you fold it again, and like there's a second hinge that sort of kicks in, making it open to like its full extended position, looking like this. And I mean, looking at the interior design of this, the detail with like little skeletons molded into the interior, it's so very much in touch with the movie, and I'm just so glad that they went with this extreme dark route for this case, because it really makes for one of the most memorable cases I've seen. First up, here is the big difference between the Japanese release and all the other releases. I told you about the exterior cardboard box, and now we're gonna take a look at this. I'm gonna have to compare this to the Swedish edition, which is identical to all the other releases all over the world. As you can tell here, the pods are very much identical. However, if you take a look at the interior case, you'll notice some really stunning differences. So, first item, we got a booklet. And check the Swedish edition. Yes, we got a booklet. The booklet in the Swedish edition is larger. I don't know why, I can't really say, but it is. Now, the contents of the booklet, pretty much identical. Except, of course, that the Japanese version is printed in Japanese. Then we get to the case itself. And just right off the bat, you'll notice that, well, the Japanese version has a logo, whereas the Swedish version actually utilizes the logo from the booklet, as this actually slides into a pocket. So basically you have a plastic screen here with a cutout, and on the Japanese version there's nothing, it's just printed on there. And secondly, this, a plastic slipcase, which was a really great detail and fitted really perfectly in the pod packaging. This is completely taken away from the Japanese version. Why? I have no idea, but it is. Now, I'm gonna fold these out next to each other, just so we see that there are no other differences. We get the Swedish edition at the bottom, the Japanese version at the top. So far so good. Now, it is actually a slightly different tone. It seems that this is slightly lighter in comparison. Now, it might not come off on camera, but I can just tell you that's what it looks like. And going once again, still pretty much the same look. Obviously you get a little bit of a logo difference in terms of, you know, the small rating stuff, but still disc art is the same. And I'm just gonna take the discs out, and as you can tell, pretty much the same artwork here as well. It can be noted that you do have different disc hubs, and you know, I don't know if I'm gonna say I'm in favor of one or the other, because I think, you know, both of them work pretty well, so I'm just gonna leave that to you. But anyway, that's it for this little comparison part of this review. As far as the discs are concerned, I know for a fact that there are in fact some differences between the Japanese version and the European or Swedish version in this case. And, well, I'm not gonna get into too much of a debate, but I'll leave a link for my website below where you can read more about this edition. And in my opinion, if you're gonna choose between one of these, I would actually choose to not go for the Japanese version. And this is quite an unusual choice, because usually the Japanese do really know what they're doing, and they also usually have the extra edge over all other countries. And I mean, on this one, yes, you do have the exterior cardboard packaging, but at the same time, it's a really poor design. You know, the cardboard case itself is just very flawed, so not as good quality as you would expect from Japan, and yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I really hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next time.